go for a surprise hook here on the backlines. Oh, he's pimping it. He wants it. Savage, he'll have to back off. Trying to get them on the way out through the tree line. Instead, maybe even trying to go for the body blocks.
Fishman might be in trouble. One more right click. Kite should be able to bring him down. Gonna consider about going for pure next as well with the Morphling. He's gonna be okay. They've used all their spells to try and secure
creeps.
Still gonna be able to chase them down. Katomi will hold back the Pudge for the moment though.
Happy enough to take away this acceleration though.
Ooh, gotta be cautious. Another stun coming out. Q's gonna now be able to step on over, but Pure is even rotated down as well, but the ice path from Fishman just keeps Toby alive, and now they can try and pursue on for another kill. Waveform up in 3 seconds. They'll use the slow from Fishman instead to gap close onto the Ancient Apparition. A beautiful rotation from Pure as he gets involved in 2 kills.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of damage being pumped into this mid tower, but they're going to go for an
down to bottom, and Savage TP down, so he's stuck here. Talon,
coming,
you need to take the fight. You've got to bring the boys to be able to defend the tower. As Savage is going to start. The hook onto Stormstormer. Tombstone dropped as well.
Stun.
A beautiful position that Tombstone can Entity deal with it. They're going to try and go for the heroes instead.
KP's
Double
going off.
kill for Makoto in the end as a Shadow finishes freely setting up the razors, melting down the heroes of Entity. Just go into the meat grinder. Talon bring all the boys and they will successfully defend the tier 1.
Huge double stun by KP as well, right underneath the tower. Look to commit multiple heroes down here, but Savage has got 3 seconds left on his TP. They can retreat if they want to, or if they're feeling confident, they can make it another play. Yeah, Hyde's coming down.
He's got 6.
Yep,
this is scary, man. This is really scary. And Savage, he's on point with the hook. Sets up for the Ice Blast perfectly, and Stormstormer's gonna pop. Once again, Entity butting their heads against the wall, but they can't crack the code as Talon even bring KP down bottom as well to get another pick off for Savage. A double kill for the Pudge.
They're going to try and go for a little bit of a backline move here. He's underneath the sentry ward though. Makoto should be able to see it.
See what they can utilize.
Makoto doesn't have a TP though, so they're going to need to play around him. You don't want to be making too many defensive movements on Talon right now. You just got to play around what's strong right now, and yeah, he's going to need to start running.
Yeah, they're tipping top, but they won't have Makoto. Let's see if Entity want to try and take the team fight. They're going to be in onto Stormstorm with the Ice Bots. That's enough to blow him up. And our KP's looking for the +1 as well, as Fishman's the target. Off to the other side of the map, Toby finds a free kill to hide. Now, but the rest of Entity is starting to connect. It's going to Pure that goes to the backline and now can target down with the Pudge. With the help of Katomi holding Savage into place. And without Makoto, Talon just can't succeed through the team fight. A beautiful read from Entity to still take this game, but it's going to take quite some time for them to have that opening. Because again, this net worth lead, it's just growing. And Entity, they know how strong they are. They're ready for a fight.
Don't want to get caught out on KP.
Cooldown for 35. Katomi's going to be the one leading forward. A beautiful double stun to set up for the Nyx Assassin, but Talon, they've got control of the area thanks to the Tombstone. Pure's going to try and turn to deal with it, but they get the Dismember before the accurate shift. The Talon
rebounds available.
Capitalize on their misplay. Now they can get more as well as Fishman, though. Great reactions with it.
Of course, with this Shadow Fiend, you can opt to go for the extra Shadow Raise damage, but Presence Aura affecting buildings much more relevant when you're trying to let this Morphling not get more out of control than he already is. Oh, deep attempt.
Savage again. Ice Blast's gonna fly on 4.
It's a good one.
Up, but it might not matter. Savage is taking way too much damage. As now Entity, they're looking for more kills. Gonna try and chase down Talon, although and both supports into the tree line. As the cleanup crew has arrived, no escape for Talon's members.
And they were able to get that because he went for that deep dive. It's the way that you like to play, but not against a Nyx. Just such an easy way.
Are they gonna... Oh, they know the edge of the ward. No way.
Yep, that's the way that you have to path. That's pro gaming right there. Savage, he wants to find the hook angle.
Katomi with the jump again. Finds the opening. The hook's going to be able to buy him some time. And KP into the middle. Onto Stormstorm with the Ice Blast follow-up as well. And perfect. As Talon just ripped them apart. Entity will try and buy back, but they're going to be quick. Roche is falling relatively low, but Talon going to try and reset back to their high ground.
They've still got that Tombstone up there, giving them a lot of vision and giving them a ton of understanding as well. Savage, just 3 seconds left on the Dismember. So if you're able to get that dieback on Pure, that would be enormous. And that's why Entity, they're hugging their Observer Ward. Does he go for this all in play?
They might have to. They kill Pure though, this is huge. Even Katomi's going to buy back as well. Hyde slowly being brought down.
Roche might kill
The
him.
Thunder Creep might be able to do it, and that's going to be the case, but he's got to buy back to rejoin the boys. A 5-on-4. They saw Pure. Pure's isolated. Savage with a movement forward. Ice Path just buying enough time, and now Pure considering about playing with his food at the moment, but he's going to be cautious. The Ice Path gets the pass through. They're going to be able to break the Dismember, keeping Pure alive for the moment. Meanwhile, Savage, he's just end up going down. This is a big opening now for Entities. Pure doesn't have to worry about too much. Protected with Katomi's positioning the river. Atos to hold them back, but Pure will be able to get some separation.
Oh, so tense. Roche still on such low HP. Lane's not pushing in just yet. Makoto didn't have to use his buyback, so probably going to be looking to give this one over to Savage. Never mind, they're letting Makoto do it.
Toby, he stepped too far forward into the river. He entered and he won't make it back up the stairs as Talon see an opening and they'll take it.
Both teams playing with
It's a start.
That's
Tombstone laid down. That's a big jump from Savage. A BKB
big
given it
save.
incredibly early on, so Pure, he can look to dance out to the left side. All Entity need to do is reset, wait out for the Tombstone, and then they can find an opening back in. There's potential with the Ice Path. That could be the chance for them. Instead, it's going to be the hook. Storm is separated for the team with the Ice Path fall, along with the right-click damage. They're not doing enough, though, as now Pure's got an opening. A waveform into the middle, trying to target down Makoto, but he just doesn't have any members nearby. Makoto, 1 life, but as soon as he respawns, he'll be killed off for the second time as Entity. All they needed to do was back off, wait for the Tombstone, wait for the BKB, and as soon as they expired, they could jump back in with the opening for them.
And that's just one of those situations where one has to address this. You're going to lose like racks for free, and it's going to be Q for now. He can still be part of the team fight, of course, with the Ice Blast, and he's got the Aghanim Shard as well. So slow ways to be able to deal with this creep wave.
They might just jump Q.
Oh yeah.
Katomi's just going to do that.
Does that buyback.
Storm with the instant follow-up. KP's going to try and counter-initiate off the back of Makoto's damage as well. It's a lot onto Stormer. So in the end, a decent trade for Talon. You lose to Lesh for the AA.
And he gets the assist gold as well, giving him enough for the buyback on Q if absolutely needed. If it's a super deep dive by Pure, feeling invincible.
It lands Makoto. Ice Path to start.
Oh,
they force him out of the hook range. Makoto's going to try and turn off the back of the BKB. They're onto Pure instead, but they don't have
Ice
the
Blast
damage.
coming in.
Pure's okay for the moment. They've still locked onto their target in the tree line. Toby does the dirty work, cleaning off Makoto, and now they can just look to try and get more members as well before they're inside the base. It's got Taomi, a double stun to set up for the follow-up, an even better Ice Path as Entity won't let up. Further inside they go. Your home is mine now as Pure, be cautious though, respect the buyback to Savage. The chain control needs to be perfect. Pure waveformed into the middle.
Especially now that he's level 25. Just that extra damage output, willing to dive super deep. I think he wants to enable the rest of his team first by taking that tier 3 tower.
Tomy again.
He's been caught.
For both sides, Savage, he's going to be the one to clip it first, but somehow Pure gets out. The Ice Path cancelling the Dismember. Oh no, he doesn't have a buyback as well. It's all on Makoto to try and hold the base, but I don't think he can do it by himself. As Entity, they still lose 2 members. Pure's gonna wait for me for the Spike Carapace, clipping out the Shadow Fiend. KP can't even finish off Pure's first life.
2 cores down, still a little.
Communicate how you have miraculous high ground defense.
You need to get all your ducks in a row. Everything needs to line up perfectly. Buybacks coming up in about a minute or so, so they're not even going to have that.
So they might not even have Savage. Look at the damage coming through too fast. A double 4-star out, but NT are too far ahead, man. Pure's just critting them down left, right, and center. And Pure, yeah, he's going for more as well. The Spike Carapace holding Q into place. There'll be no defense. Everyone will just end up falling under Pure's Morphling. He'll reign supreme. Even inside the base he goes.
Gonna need to refresh a Savage.
They can pop the refresher for another Dismember. They get the initial stun, but the waveform down for Pure. Beautiful hook from Savage, but the throne's being brought down. All the other members from Entity, they don't want to have fun. They just want to end this game. Screw the killers. Let's get this game 1 victory under our belt and move over to the second game with confidence.
Beyond godlike on Pure, ending at 19-3 and 13, showing why you should give this confidence through to the young man. And, well, I would have thought there would have been a few more high fives, a few more smiles coming around, but the job's not done. Entity realizing that they were in precarious positions, make best use out of the magic stick, popping it right before the tick of the Maledict, making sure to minimize the damage that he's taking. Of course, he still needs to secure that farm for himself, so can't afford to put too many points into the Flesh Heap early, and they're actually going to get the hook back onto Hyde. No mana on Katomi. Oh, and a lucky bounce.
First blood. Oh, the creep's got it. So the gold's going to be split between the two. Ishii finding that little bit of extra experience in gold to potentially help out. Top lane Q will take some damage himself as well, but a fissure. So holding Toby away.
They were going quite well in game number 1 as well for Talon coming out of the laning stage. I believe all 3 lanes were in their favor. And they had that Morphling to deal with in the late game. Not so much of the late game issue that they've got on Talon this time. Well, actually, Savage worried about the laning stage for now.
Yeah, look at the beautiful setup they have. Cold Feet's going to find the proc, and Entity strike back. And we also in the other lane, Hyde's also going to go down. Kataomi under the tower. Wasn't even the hook as well to be able to secure the kill. How did he get there?
Stormbreaker, she's reached that level 6. All that extra movement speed isn't going to enable that. The Grave Chill being used by Stormer to get away from Makoto. But
lane Savage.
They protect.
Oh, the Cold Feet proc, jump in from Toby, now with the turnaround, they know he committed into the middle. They need a lucky bounce, but the Ancient Apparition's going to be able to separate, but it does not matter. All they needed was one stun to get the kill. Now bottom lane as well. Pure's going to make the attempt onto KP. Kataomi might be able to get some distance. KP attempts the ultimate, but stopped just short. Thanks to the Storm Hammer, great rotation with Sven being able to combine with the Pudge.
And not able to use the Starbreaker as well to be able to get away, so again, more...
Does seem like he wants to fight though, going this Hurricane Pike build on Savage. So he's going to group up with the smoke.
Storm's going
Entity
to pop
counter
it
smoke
first.
themselves as well. Q's ready.
Oh,
Can
no!
he find the opening? Oh no, the echo from Makoto. Into the middle, trying to get the damage out. He's going to be cautious over the Ice Blast connecting. And now the hook back as well. Can they protect the left track? The Solar Guardian comes out too late. As Entity, they'll Delta split away. Topi's eyes are lit up to the moment, but it looks like Stormer, he's the one that's in trouble. Pure's going to look to re-enter the fight, trying to get onto 23. Savage with a fissure, holds them back. As Talon, even though the Echo Slam didn't go their way, even though Makoto went down to star. Shaker, if you can take Q out of the equation, love to see that. Potentially even the Witch Doctor as well. Low priority on Hyde's here. Definitely Q needs to be the man that's killed off, and well, he's leading the charge. A blind blink onto the high ground. Toby's got great positioning. A BKB hook as well. In fact, he wants to jump in. Toby's ready to take the team fight. Q's going to charge in as well as Hyde's in trouble. There's both support just going down to start the fight. But they're not gone just yet as KB enters off the back of the Solar Guardian, but it's not the fight they were hoping for. Although Makoto with the cleanup is also jumping in. But one by one is Talon just going in mindlessly. They don't have all 5 members nearby to turn it around. It's now Savage. He's on the run. He needs the boys. He needs some way to keep himself alive. And with a buyback, will be a deterrent. Entity.
Hyde actually has one too, so probably toss one back in the base.
Double gem for both thighs. Double the power. Makoto? BKB's out. Fissure as well to the shot, but he's going to be blocked into the middle. Toby's going to try and clean in with the finishing blow, and he's got the damage required. The hook as well again from Pure, dragging KP back, but look at the respect. As soon as Savage shows up, Entity hesitant about continuing on with the team fight. They're going to turn and blow up Kataomi. Now Pure might be the one that's in trouble. Still confident with standing his ground. Pure just jumps in. This man doesn't give a damn. Straight onto Q's location. And Savage is out of Metamorphosis situation as well. Turns with the Sunder. Can they get the finishing blow? They finally deal with Pure's Pudge. And now they can go for the remaining forces. But Entity have enough time to back up. Fishman and Toby
have them back online, and they're going to instantly go for a smoke here, not under any kind of radiant vision. And I love the itemization from Savage. He's gone into the Daedalus, so we know how tanky Pudge is.
Fight. Smoke's gonna pop. Pure gets a jump.
Oh, the Maledict's too late.
To Q he goes, trying to take the Earthshaker out of the fight. He'll turn to now address the Terrorblade issue as well, as Toby's gonna follow in pursuit. But they haven't got the damage for Savage at the moment. Opportunity for the Sunder to turn it around. It's a Death Ward. Secures the kill into Pure, but simultaneously TB will take his spill. Do they have the damage down to deal with Makoto as well? Toby's attempting, but Makoto stands his ground off the back of the Blood Sword. He's able to get out, but can the rest of Entity live? Katomi this game too. They're going to make an attempt on Pure. You'll sort of see the TP Although the Fish is going to come out too fast before the reactions. Q in with the Echo as well, but Pure is okay. Thanks to Kataomi, and he's going to protect a fellow brother as well as Entity. Get out of danger, and they're TPing in. Look at the outburst, Fishman. He's going to get brought down, at least gets the ice boss off before he dies, but they're on to Savage before the BKB. The chain control is going to be perfect. They hold the Stormhammer into the last second, and now Pure can look to go for some more members as well, as Talon just need to get out, but Makoto's in trouble. There's going to be no escaping here for the Leshak. He's just going to hope he can take some of the Entity members into the grave along with him. And Fish should help out for the moment. The Bloodstone active as well, but it's just not enough damage. Without other people nearby on Talon, they might even get Q as well. In the lane, Q. Is that there from Pure? Is he going to go?
Oh, no way!
Oh my god! Pure, what are you doing to them? Oh, this man's punch is so nutty.
Pure carnage, that's what it is. And just another... Ooh, what a performance.
It's a potential double dismember. You're just dead through this combo. If Savage gets caught out with double dismember, he's gone. There's nothing they can do. So they're going to play around their ward. Look at the Visage Familiar scouting them out. Makoto gets a jump, but it's going to be Pure that's in the middle first. They're trying to play around with the BKB, but it won't be enough to protect Makoto. It was the right-click damage from Toby. Too much for them to deal with. And now Pure as well. They caught him out. Savage is in trouble. What can they do to keep the Terrorblade alive? He'll somehow make it back to the high gun. Turns it around with the Sunder as well, but it's Savage against the world. They don't have buybacks on Makoto as well. The TB needs to be the main damage source, and Pure's going to make sure that's not the case. Into the middle he goes, and down goes Savage. A buyback is there, but it will do nothing. As Entity will go for the last component. KP's Dawnbreaker, can he make it away? He'll just scurry back to the base, but Entity...
Oh, I don't know, fake back,
the slow. Pure again. The looks you wouldn't expect it any other way. Pure has been on point from start to finish this game.
I mean, they're not going to call GG. You can't. This is your elimination game potentially for Talon, but... Oh, the mid lane at least.
It'll fall pretty fast. That's an early BKB usage out of Makoto, and they're going to hook him into the middle as well. Solid Guardian will force them to split away. Maybe they can isolate the Visage. Storm is still trying to slip out to the southern side. It's a beautiful Ice Blast, and Pure's going to find the opening into the middle again. On to Savage. He's got to buy it back, but it seems like there's no hope as Pure wants some more members. They've been able to retreat safely on Talon. Q potential with the opening, fissure onto multiple heroes, going to force up into the middle, but the Echo only tickles him, and Makoto will not survive. A
they gotta go for Savage.
Used from Savage, but it will not do enough, as Pure's in to celebrate. Down goes Savage, 5-man wipe, and the G's are dropped. Entity will get their revenge, knocking out Talon from the TI-11 main stage, and they will move on to play in front of a C crowd.
The smiles finally coming through from the Entity boys. Able to group up together,